Their guests are coming. Hello, Ragnar. Hey, hello, Amy. Hello, Raphael. Hello,
Hello.
Cynthia. Welcome. So happy to see
Hello.
you.
Hey, Amy, how you doing? You're on mute, by the way. I think it automatically mutes people on the way in.
Could be.
Yes.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I Jay's been frustrated with me. We've been dealing with lots of technical issues. Hopefully, there will be no technical issues today.
Oh,
Let's pray for the God of technique and everything
yes.
goes right. Actually, I wanted to switch on a little bit light so that you guys can see me better.
So Amy and Mark, now I got a question for you because your videos are on. What are you hoping to see in this? I mean, you just tell me, straight out. You say, "Oh, I want to be at the Super Bowl talking," or do you want to be just better in front of a group of people? What do you want? What would you like out of this?
I think when I present anything, I practice like crazy. And I'm terrible at just on the cuff speaking. So I would like to learn something. And I would like to maybe just understand your guys' techniques because you are clearly way better at it than me. And I am always open to learning. So yeah, I think that's what I want.
So if I was to summarize, you work really, really hard,
Oh,
yeah, and then things don't work out the way they're supposed to work. Hold on.
well,
It's my wife calling. Jay, keep on talking here because my wife will keep on calling.
Yeah, when the wives are calling is so. I see Eslin is joining, Cynthia is here already, Sabina is joining, Candice, hello,
Of course now.
everybody,
It does this.
beautiful people. Thanks for joining. Very excited to have you all here. How many are we now?
I will send
One,
it as is.
two,
Okay.
three,
All
four,
right. See you
five, six,
later. Cheers.
seven. Okay, good, good.
All right. See you
Well,
later. You can't call
we,
me now. Okay.
we
Cheers.
can,
Bye
we
bye.
can, we can start by just saying hello in the chat and maybe somebody who wants to introduce herself or himself.
So here. That was my boss, by the way.
Okay.
And if anyone here is not married, my boss means my wife. So you understand exactly what I mean. And I know she would continue calling me until I picked up. Any- so, so Amy, so what I was hearing you saying is actually how you prepare really hard
mm,
and then you just don't remember what you have to say. And
I
actually, Jay's going to talk about that exactly today because sometimes the harder we try, the harder things get. Rachna,
perfect.
you were saying something.
Yes. Hi everyone. I'm from Brussels, and I am.
Fantastic. We're in Brussels together.
Are you in Brussels?
I am.
Oh, cool. Okay, that's good to hear, Brian. I have actually just started my own startup. And when you are in the startup journey, you have to constantly talk about it, especially pitch. For investors or whomsoever for getting your new team members. I am okay in spontaneous discussions because it's easy for me. But when I have to learn and pitch, it becomes very monotonous. So I want to bring more life to that and my energy and my authenticity to it by learning some new techniques from you guys.
Okay. All right. We're ready to start. So I've got a request for everybody. Is in the chat, put your name, say something personal. Your dog when you were 4 years old was named Bozo, or why you took this course, or something about your superpower, the fantastic things that you can do in life. But just to start to get to know each other a little bit. And then we're going to start. Hey, Jonathan.
Hello, Zuleika. Hello,
Hey, good to see you.
Katerina.
So Jonathan's going to be speaking at a TED conference if he pushes a little bit.
You're pushing all of us. Yes, yeah. I've never
I'm really counting
facilitated,
on this
so I will
training, Bryan.
facilitate. And as we're getting so good, Bryan is pushing me also to do a TED Talk soon. So seriously. Anyway, we can get it all done.
Okay, let's get going. So I think I can control your screen right now. Is that right?
Yep. Mhm.
So boop, 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 boop. All right. Welcome, everybody. Glad you're here. We've called this course Welcome to Speak So You Are Here, Heard. It's a solution for smart professionals that disappear under pressure. Now, the cool thing or the hard thing about this is we're going to do it as a live version of a video course, which actually terrifies me to a certain extent, but at the same time really excites me because we decided to do this before we make the videos. And what we're going to do is on a regular basis meet for 20 minutes for the next 10 days, except for today, which will be 30 minutes long. So why is today going to be 30 minutes? Well, there's a few logistics. And we also want to teach you something so you're excited and you come back tomorrow and you say, wow, this is going to be great. And what we're going to do is we will have some time for introductions. Today is probably not going to be the day we do the introductions, but what I want to use is the group dynamics here so that when you try things, that you're split off into groups. And Raphael presents to Candace. Candace gets to meet Ozma. Everybody gets to know each other. And at the end of this, you should all be good friends. And unfortunately, we can't go have a beer together, but maybe we can drink a beer together on the last day, unless you're in the US where it would be morning time. So that's probably. So, what is this about? It's not going to be about confidence tricks, tips. It's not going to be about performance coaching. It's going to be about a nervous system reset for speaking under pressure. And when I talk about a nervous system reset, I'm talking about two things. One is how do you control your body? And to be honest with you, I'm not the best in the world. And sometimes they say the person who learns the most in the course is the teacher. And actually, as I prepared some of these, I said, wow, that's fantastic. I never knew that. And I think Jay is going to have the same experience. And the second thing is we're going to talk to you about ways that you can control things by having structure better in place. And let's see if that works. So what are we fixing? All of you were chosen because you're good. We actually had a lot more people that applied than we accepted to the course. And we chose people that are good in their profession, that have something to say, and work quite hard. And the problem, as you were talking about, Amy, is sometimes the harder you work, the more pressure hits. If you work really hard, you say, oh my God, this is really important. And then what happens? Your voice drops, your thinking drops, and people don't hear what you have to say. And we're going to try. So now what people are going to tell you, and the standard advice, and this I've gotten my whole life, is be more confident. Oh, yeah, that's tough. Try this trick, try that trick, practice more. And in fact, the worst speech that I've ever done in my life is the one that I practiced the very most. The one that I was absolutely terrified for. And what happens is when you practice a lot, sometimes you put up the pressure level. So the reality is we all live with a threat response someplace. And when we feel threatened or scared, our working memory drops, our voice shifts, and we're not present for what we need to talk about. So what we're going to do, and I'm excited about this, is a 10-day course. The 10-day course will go through three basic phases. Phase number one is about presence. How are you present as a human being in your body? Second will be about how do you regulate structure? Because when you get the structure right, everything else is easier. And lastly is how do you bring in authority and integration to make everything fantastic? And for Jonathan and Jay, we're going to have a special thing, and hopefully for some of your others, I'm going to try and convince you that you want to make a talk. Maybe you want to make a TED Talk. And on day 4, I'm going to give you a format that you can use to make a TED Talk. On day number 8, we're going to have a way to review that talk. And my hope is on day number 10, you'll have something amazing to share with the world. Does this sound good or bad? So the outcome, 3 to 4 minute TED Talk, hopefully a calm body. Calmness doesn't come immediately. Clear structure, and you should speak so you are heard. Now, I've got a confession for you. We're not finished with the course. Some of you clicked on the links for the course and said, shoot, it's not there. Well, it's not there because we're not done yet. So what we're going to be doing is each day we're going to be taking feedback, and each day we're going to be updating the next day to make sure that we have a fantastic course that fits together. It's sort of like jumping out of the plane and we're sewing our parachute on the way down. And I'm hoping that we get all the things together in the right way. The exchange for us is if you show up each day, you do the daily work, we'll give you a great course and we'll give you lots of energy if it was spelled correctly. And what we're looking for is blunt. Sometimes there's this old song, sometimes you got to be cruel to be kind. Be cruel, and then you're being kind. And what we don't want is just silence. Um, for the people in Brussels, you can understand that basically just never say anything. Okay, so in one sentence, in the chat, I'd like you to put the following thing there. What's your name? What is one speaking moment you want to fix? And what does better look like? So, the cool thing about remote is you can actually do things that you can't do in person. So if you did this in person, you'd have to go around the whole room and it would take 10 minutes, but here we can get it. All right, let's see if everybody does this. Katrina, by the way, we have to give her a medal. It's 11 o'clock for her right now. The evening in the Philippines, she's probably in her pajamas. That's why her video isn't on. Are you in your pajamas, Katrina?
That's exactly right. And I'm a little bit jet lagged too, but it's
No.
okay. It's actually good. It's forcing me to stay up.
Then Cynthia should need gets a medal as well. She's the early riser. What's the time at where you are? 7 o'clock?
Okay. I'm just curious okay, freezing, introduction. Actually, that looks like it's coming back again and again. Not going blank. Has anybody had it where you're in front of a group of people and you just forget everything? My ex-wife had the worst thing that you could imagine. She was really scared and she was reading a script and she was going like this, up and down, up and down. And the switching from the lights actually got her dizzy and she blacked out. So instead of in front of 500 people, she fainted, and all you heard on the sound was her head hitting the ground. My God. So it can't be worse than that. All right. So we're going to start with an exercise. What do you do when somebody asks you, tell me about yourself? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask if there's a volunteer here. Would somebody like to tell me about themselves? Jonathan, you're my victim. Tell me about you.
Ouch. So, hi, I'm Jonathan. I'm based in Madrid, originally from Italy, and I'm in the innovation and AI sector, working on developing tools for innovation and AI. And yeah, and I'm here because public speaking is a bit of what we all do to some extent, more or less public. And I've had some more and less pleasant experiences in the past, and I think I can get better at it. And I think Bryan could be a great teacher. So here we
Okay.
go.
And I question, is anybody thinking now, oh my God, he's going to call on me next? And what happens then, actually in a meeting, is people are introducing themselves, and you didn't even hear Jonathan's introduction. What did Jonathan say? Candace, do you remember?
Hi, Jonathan said that he is in the AI and innovation sector, and that he does a little bit of speaking, as we all do. In business nowadays, we've all got to speak. So yes, and that he's wanting to get better, and he thinks that you're someone who's great to learn from.
Ah, you are good. You're really good. Hats off, because I know what happens for me is, you go around a room, everybody's introducing yourself, you're thinking, oh my God, what am I going to say? Um, so I'm going to give you an introduction. This is me. Hi, I'm Bryan. I help motivated and talented people innovate faster while reducing risk through keynotes, trainings, and workshops. Pretty short. Jay, you're up.
I help leaders and executives becoming unforgettable without being overlooked anymore.
Do you notice how short that is? Why would you want to be short?
To be
Ruffian.
impactful.
Yeah. So we both borrowed the same format. Um, so it's not a criticism, Jonathan. Your introduction was good. Actually, it had some style and character to it, which is cool. But what you need to be careful is your introduction is not a resume. It has to be something that has high signal and low noise. I help so and so achieve such and such without the following. What I'm going to ask you to do now, I'm going to give you 5 different formulas. The first one is the benefit. The second one is the breakthrough. I help the following audience achieve the following without pain. I don't understand what the difference are really there. Passion, a strength one, or a mission one. And what I'd like all of you to do is take 30 seconds and try and write down an introduction for yourself. And if you're willing, put it in the chat. If you're not willing, no problems. Jay's going to give you a secret to make it even better.
Nice.
See, now what's cool about these, they're short. They're things
Very
that people remember. Amy, she's the lady who helps with healthcare facilities so patients can heal. Does
yeah.
anybody want to do theirs really quickly? The goal of 15 to 25% interest intro that earns tell me more. Do anyone want to go?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm on a mission to enable people have easy access to books in their languages so they can read books wherever they are.
Cool. Now, I have an honest question for you. And that is, was it easier the second time to think about this when you have a structure? Probably. Um, did you feel some stress? You say, oh my God, he's going to call on me next. Oh my God. So we're in a safe group, but you probably felt some stress. And that stress is something that Jay is going to help you take away. And you'll make even better introductions after you listen to Jay's talk.
This stress is what we call performance stress. So when stress kicks in, what you need to fix is access. Access to your memory, access to your thoughts, access to all the data before expression. In other words, presence before performance. What do we mean with it? Let's look at what we mean with performance. Okay. Where's my cursor? Here. Good. Imagine you're walking into a boardroom to present quarterly results. You've done all the work, you know all the material, numbers are mixed, senior leaders are in the room. Every senior leader, you're ready. The first 50 seconds decide who shapes the room. Someone asks, what are the numbers? You go quiet. Your boss answers for you, or even worse, a colleague. Your shoulders rise, the throat tightens, the jaw clenches. You either start to speed up in your speech, or as earlier mentioned, you go silent. And here's the advice that we always have heard. Confidence comes first. We need more confidence. I saw this also in the chat. Presence follows. The truth, however, is presence comes first. What do we mean with presence? Presence is that you have a calm mind and a calm body. And if your body and mind is calm, confidence is a side effect. You stabilize the body, then you speak. So again, first stabilize the body, then speak. What we call the performer paradox is that the more you care, the more high performer, this maybe the smarter you are, the more you have on your mind. You have millions of thoughts on your mind at the same time. And then pressure comes. The threat gets detected, and suddenly everything narrows. The access to all your memory drops 30%, 50%. What you've prepared, 5 things, 10 things that you wanted to prepare and share, suddenly lost. Under threat, the pressure rises. Your breath goes more and more shallow. The voice pitches. Tempo accelerates. And as I said, the cognitive narrowing, the attention narrows, you start to over-explain. The core principle here is you cannot communicate authority if your body signals survival. This goes back to the idea of the grizzly in the cave. If there's a grizzly facing you, everything is survival. Presence comes before performance. You have to ground yourself first. Grounding under pressure works in different ways. There are many ways. Maybe someone could really dig a little bit deeper into presence by studying Eckhart Tolle. But basic principles. Let's do this all together. We sit straight. We have our feet on the ground. Weight is even. Jaw is unclenched. Stillness is a safety signal. And the breath, this is something interesting, what we call the vagal brake. The vagal brake stops you from it's in safety, and the moment you are on threat, the vagal brake goes up, and you can just run away because only one thing is important. To calm this down, exhale longer than you inhale. That's a trick to signal safety. You're sitting still is one signal, and the breath is another. Inhale 4, hold 4, exhale 6. This is biology. This is a signal to your body that you're safe, instead of where you may just want to run away, preparing yourself to fight with the tiger. And now again, tell me about yourself. Anyone?
Candace, you did this exercise perfect. I saw you exhaling. So tell me about yourself.
Bryan, hi. I build high performance strategies that align who people and organizations are with how they work.
God, what a great voice you got.
Beautiful.
Somebody else? Amy. Oh, no. Take your breath. Okay, you have to unmute.
Can I unmute her?
Amy, you have to unmute yourself.
There we go. Sorry.
All right, try it again.
So you nailed it on the head when you said well, you nailed me on the head when you said everybody was worried about being called next. That was exactly my thought. So what I do is I help healthcare facilities be safe so that patients can heal.
Beautiful.
Now, did you feel how strong that was, Amy? That was good.
It was much easier to say when I knew, when I had a structure and what I was going to say. And then the tips about, calming your body down, because I could feel it in my jaw. And yeah, it was stressful for me. So thank you for the tips and thank you for the practice.
And these are all biological signs. When we understand them, we can counter them. When we don't understand them, we can't counter them. We cannot fight mechanics with mindset. We have to fight biologically or come in alignment with mechanics with mechanics. What else do we have here still? What changed after reset? Amy just said the jaw tightened as well or got looser, shoulders drop. And you see, the interesting point is that your confidence is actually the result out of it. You don't start for confidence. Your shoulders drop, you relax, and you're confident. You don't put confidence first. You ground yourself, you presence yourself.
And I noticed that after I did that, I could lean in and speak to you. That was
Exactly.
helpful.
Exactly. The first one is a little bit more difficult. The second one, the follow-up question, is much easier because you understand already the principle. Practice, practice, practice. But the most important point for me is always we have way too many thoughts on our mind because we care so much.
So
We want to have all the details.
yeah, the trick
Yeah.
here is that actually we taught you one thing about structure and we taught you one thing about regulation. It's the two that come together that make the magic. Better?
Anyone better? So we're not talking magic tricks here. We're just talking about biology. But I think everyone can verify the shift. Did pace slow down? You suddenly don't speak that fast any longer. Your voice goes deeper. Did silence feel safe in the break between the sentences? What changed for you after reset? The big message for today is regulate your body first. Regulate your body first. This is what so often gets misunderstood, that we think we have to fix ourselves or get the mind right or be prepared better. It's the body that doesn't work here the way we want it. Work for today. Before the next session, we would love to ask you to record yourself. So set your phone to record, plant your feet, do the 4-4-6. Speak for 60 seconds, no notes. Whatever comes to mind, maybe the most important decision you made last month, or something that scared you, or something beautiful you want to share. We will compare this after the course or on day 10 with the results that we feel then. Bryan,
All
you
right.
taking over logistics?
Yep, we have 5 minutes. This is good. We hit timing's okay. So logistics in the side group, there is a cohort number one. You guys are cohort number one. You click on to join the WhatsApp group. I hope WhatsApp's okay because I get too much stuff in my email, and that's a quick way to follow up. I'm going to also ask you if you're willing to each day to spend 2 minutes to say, what did you feel about, what did you like, what didn't you like, and what are you looking for tomorrow? And it's just a quick feedback, which allows us to continue going forward. And the links for that are in the chat. And if you want more stuff, there's a really great video, how to introduce yourself. It's a TED Talk. There's the link. You will see that we stole things from this lady. There's an article, The Neurobiology of Executive Presence. Hard read, but very good. And one of the things that we did to prepare this course is for each day, we collected resource materials. And we have a collection of resource materials which you can ask any question you want. And since we have 4 minutes left, any questions, comments, feelings? And what would you like to see tomorrow? Or what do you expect to see tomorrow?
So can I go in?
Yeah, go, Raphael.
Wonderful. Thank you. First of all, thank you so much. I learned a lot. But I think what I learned most is that it's mainly first about the physical and then the mental.
Yeah.
So what we need to do is control our physical, whether it is fear, concern, whatever that is, so that then the mental can be more relaxed and then you can maximize your mental.
So I think the challenge that comes up is nervousness is good. Fear can be good, but you have to find a way to function with the fear at the same time. So the idea is ground yourself. Rachna, when you're doing your startup pitch, you're going to be nervous. But if you have that nervousness projected outward, it'll do a great thing. Thank you for the comment, Raphael. Any other comments or questions?
Just a comment from me, Bryan and Jay. I think for me, the physical and biological components, I have a bit of an unfair advantage because this is a space that I specialize in. But it was interesting for me to have it reflected back to me from someone else and just the simplicity of how it was presented. I think sometimes when we're an expert on something, we get so complicated about what we're trying to explain to either prove our credibility or, to share an overload of information. And I really love the way that you guys gave such a simple activity in such simple terms. It really made it feel really real and accessible. So thank you so much. I really enjoyed today.
And
I have to give lots of credit to Bryan. I wanted to have a 17 weeks course or something like this. And he convinced me to say, Jay, I have a new format for you. 10 days, 10 minutes. This is where we increase the learning. And I'm so grateful for it. Even my talk today was probably 2 hours long, something like this. I have so much material for you to share. But it's exciting to go step by step. And as Bryan said earlier, he's learning from what I've developed. I'm learning what he has developed. Beautiful combination. Thank you, Bryan.
So Candace, can you make me a promise that you'll share a little bit as you're going along? Because I see you look like you're in a yoga studio right now. So I'm imagining this is home base for you. So if you share your learnings along the way, that'd be really cool.
100%.
Okay, so that was it. We arrived 29 minutes in. Tomorrow we start 2 minutes early. You have an exercise to do, which is breathe, and I hope you will all breathe before tomorrow, but breathe and talk. And
Closing words from myself. My intro was earlier. I want to make an impact. We do make an impact, but I need you guys that this course can really make an impact. Because I believe there's so many messages unheard out there. Everyone has a unique message. This needs to get out. From Ragnar, from Amy, from Raphael, from Johan, from Zuleika, from Sabina, from Eslin, from Asma, from Katharina. All you have got unique talents and unique message. I want your message to be heard. Thank you.
see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, Eslin.
I'm trying to